Good afternoon, everyone. This is in response to some media inquiries that we were getting about an incident that took place on the 19th at about 1:16 in the morning. We had some officers who were out doing some proactive activity. They saw a vehicle. It was a little suspicious. They ran the plate. They found that the plate did not belong, or I'm sorry, the plate was canceled. The registration was suspended. So they attempted a traffic stop on the vehicle. The operator, was later identified as Reginald Barton, yielded initially. He gets out, starts to talk to the officers, and then flees the scene. Officers engage in a foot pursuit. During the course of that pursuit, Mr. Barton fires one shot from a pistol that he had concealed on his person. He was subsequently taken into custody by the officers. Now, a couple of things we'd just like to illustrate as far as this goes. The officers, first we'd like to point out that some of the dangers that the officers face every day. Here you have a traffic stop for a registration violation that turns into a potentially deadly situation with the officers. A gentleman chose to flee. As he's doing so, takes a weapon from his person, he discharges that weapon. The officers are able to use great restraint. They utilized a taser to take the gentleman into custody instead of using their firearms. And I think that speaks to the level of professionalism by the officers, the level of restraint that they used, and the danger that police officers can face from ordinary citizen interactions. So that is the basic information that I want to put out. I figured I'd just be answering any questions. So.
Why is he charged with 2 counts of homicide?
There were 2 officers in the immediate area when the round was discharged.
So you're saying that he attempted to kill 2 police officers?
The charge was criminal attempt homicide, yes.
How close was the shot fired to the proximity of the officers?
I don't have an exact distance. I know the officers said that they were catching the gentleman. They were catching up to him, and that's what concerns us. I think he knew that he was going to be caught, and that's when the round was discharged.
And he had a previous felony offense?
Yes, he was a former felon, not to possess a firearm. In addition to the firearms charges, where the firearm was recovered, they also recovered, there's some drugs recovered. So he's charged with possession with intent to deliver crack cocaine, some marijuana charges, and some other things.
That was the warrant out for his arrest. Was that related to drugs as well?
There was also a warrant for his arrest. That was issued by the sheriff's office. I don't know the exact charges involved in that one.
Do you know what his prior felony was that makes him incapable of carrying a firearm?
Off the top of my head, I do not.
Captain, do you know if he had the gun in his hand and they used the stun gun? Or did he already drop it at that point?
At that point, my understanding is the weapon had been discarded, and or he had been dropped, and he was tased immediately thereafter.
Did you say what kind of weapon was involved?
I did not say. I can see if it's on. If I grab that part of the report. It was a .22 caliber handgun. Anybody else have any questions? Anything I can add?
Was anyone hurt, like when he tried to tase the officer? Was any of the officers? Was that officer hurt during that struggle?
No, the officers were not injured, and the suspect received no injuries in this as well. As I keep saying that, I think that speaks to the officers' restraint, that they're chasing an individual, the individual fires a shot, and they're still able to take him into custody without any injuries. Okay. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.